So you're working a full time job right now, and you don't know if you should drop out of that job and do your passion full time. I don't know what your passion is. You could be a photographer, you could love coffee, but whatever it is, you're contemplating should I start up the startup, run this business, or keep working that job that's only making you $15 an hour, $14. So let's dive into this. First, it's all about mindset. So I suggest this book called The Magic of Thinking Big. Once you read this book, it's going to give you more perspective of what's possible within your head. And really, it is all of a mental game. Like before, I'd always have mental caps that, all I want to make $15,000 in my photography business this entire fiscal year. That was me in grade 12. But because I read this book, I thought I knew and learned new mindsets that allowed me to push my boundaries. So you're working a part-time job right now. Maybe it's full-time, and you have a passion in life. Whatever that is, there's definitely ways to make money and utilize that passion. So right now, my amazing, talented entrepreneurial girlfriend is in that situation right now. So say hi to the world.
Hi, world.
What up? What up? Her name's Kyria, and she is an amazing photographer, entrepreneur, influencer. Hit her up on the socials, Instagram. But yeah, right now she is working full time at a hot tub company, and this is a very meaningful job she has. She gets to do social media, Instagram, email marketing. She's very talented. She's brought a lot of value to that company. However, there's an opportunity cost with that in mind. So right now she's on the fence of, do I A, keep working at this job and make this money doing it, but there's still a cap. So what would you give to tips to someone in that situation? Let me rephrase that. So if someone is in that situation, Kiri, like you are, like, would you suggest that they stay in that job and still enjoy the marketing work, or if they like social media marketing, quit that job to run a full-time social media marketing campaign?
I think it depends what you're going to enjoy more. I think if you're somebody who wants to be entrepreneurial and wants to work it themselves, it's where you basically just have to decide whether you want to put the work into someone else's business or whether you want to put the work into your own business. If you don't like working for yourself, then keep the job that's more stable for you. Keep the job that's organized. It's your daily tasks. It is what it is. But if you want to be entrepreneurial, then definitely put your time and effort and your organization and your skills into growing your own business, because in the long term, it's definitely way more worth it to grow your own company than to grow somebody else's, if that's how you want to go long term.
Absolutely. Now, what would be some tips to learn into that world of starting your own business or starting your own life instead of just following the societal trends of just staying in a stable job that has that consistent $600 paycheck a week? Would you suggest finding someone else to talk about, set goals with, find other entrepreneurial people, or what would be kind of your one tip for that?
Yeah, I definitely think it's about setting goals for sure, like kind of where do you want to be and how are you going to get there, like what's the best way to get there, because if you don't have the long-term goals, then it's not worth it in the long, like it's not, I messed that up.
No, it's okay. Keep going, it's kind of off the cuff stuff. So.
Okay. I don't know what other way. I mean, I'm lucky. I think it is about like the book that Jeremy recommended. Like, you have to think bigger and you have to want more to yourself than the size, because society's going to continue to pull you into a job, and even the job and the consistent paychecks, like everything about a job is set up for your mind to want that and set up for you to like be comfortable with that. And it's just deciding, like, do you want to be comfortable or do you want to be more than comfortable?
You're right.
Or not more than comfortable. Like, do you want to be comfortable or do you want to be outside of the comfort zone is what I meant to say.
But be able to achieve a lot more.
Yeah.
And I'm going to phrase it like this, too. Would you rather make $24,000 this year and be set to 40 hours a week? All of your mental energy goes there every single day. All of your time spent there. You get home at 5:30 and you're just, you had a big day working this job. Knowing customers, and then you brought $80,000 of revenue to the company, but you're still only making $24,000. Or B, you quit that job, which I recommend you do, and you start a social media marketing company. First month, you get no clients. Shit. Second month, you get your first client, and you charge them $1,000 a month to do social media marketing. Third month, you get 3 clients. In a year, even if you break even and you make the same amount as you did with your new business, you're winning, because you get to work in your own office, you get to set your own hours, you're doing meaningful content that's building your empire, and in 5 years, if you keep this cycle up, you're gonna have a bigger empire that's in your name. And I definitely 100% agree that even if you make the same amount doing either or, like, you get to control your nest egg if you start your own business and do it. And trust me, I started my business in high school, and when I went to college, I'm like, I'm not going to spend all my mental energy in this college. It was taking everything away from me, and it was driving me insane. So I only lasted 3 weeks. That's my 3 week test, and I dropped out and did my thing full time. And guess what? I tanked it that year. I only made $17,000 in my first year dropping out of college. Think about that. I made twice as much when I was in grade 12. In high school, I made twice as much as I did when I dropped out and had every single day. But after that year, I tripled it then, and then I quadrupled it the next. Like, it's just starting that empire, right? So now it was worth it, even though I had such a terrible year in the first year. And it's not to scare you. Maybe you're going to kill it more than me. Maybe we'll make the same. It doesn't matter. It's just, the fact is, you're building something in your name that you can leverage and project into the future, that you can make it anything you want. So yeah, if you have any questions about that, leave a comment description. We both experience kind of societal trends trying to tell you keep in that fixed mindset, go get a college degree, go get a piece of paper because it sounds good when you're with family during the holidays. Like, screw that. Go against the trend. Start now. Even if you just start your side hustle while you're working full time, that's what I'd suggest first. Learn a lot of social media courses if you're doing social media marketing, and then make this shift. You got it. Have a good one, guys. I want to hear your goals for 2018. Leave them down below, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.